Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, hello, welcome, thank you so much for stopping by. Today is going to be my update number 5 on my 10 uses project pan, and for this project I am using the Roulette Pan Collab spreadsheet, but the Roulette Pan Collab was started by Alexi and Rebecca Morgan, so I will have their stuff linked down below as well as the link to this spreadsheet. I am just using this spreadsheet even if they have created a new one, just because this is the one I've started on and I want to see how many items I can get through out of this spreadsheet specifically. For this project, the gist is I'm using the items 10 times, and after that I can roll them out, and it's just a way that I can rotate through my collection. And I'm very indecisive when it comes to picking products, so the spreadsheet really helps me out in that aspect. If you guys are interested in seeing my progress on these 10 items and what we will be rolling out, what we will be rolling in, then just keep on watching. Alright, so we're just gonna go in number order of what I've written down here from top to bottom, just because from the top they've been in here longest to the things that have been in here shortest, and then I'll just be reading you guys the prompts from the laptop. We're not going to go from, number 1 to number 100. We're just going to go at whatever order these are. But number 35 is my Becca foundation, and this was a product that everyone else hates but you love, and this is my go-to foundation for my body paints. If I just want that full coverage, like blank canvas, this is so good, and it is hands down the best foundation match I have to my skin tone. So I love this so much, and I have used this at least 15 times. After I hit the 10 uses, I might not have been able to fully track all my uses on them because I hit the 10 and then I just sometimes forgot to tally it. So yeah, I used this 15 times, so we will be rolling this out. I really need to find other foundations referencing this shade so that I have good shade matches in my collection. So then number 14 is a discontinued item. For that one I picked my Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean face palette, and I used this at least 12 times. I still haven't hit pan in the bronzer shade, and I don't know how. I use that bronzer shade a lot. I mainly use the 3 highlighters here. This one is a little too dark for my skin tone, but this is such a beautiful like neutral blush shade. I love this palette so much. It is so old, but it is one that I'm going to treasure forever because I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm just never gonna be able to declutter this. So we will be rolling this one out as well, but I'm going to continuously try to remind myself to reach for this because I really want to hit pan in this bronzer shade. Then we have number 50, which was a product that was a gift. This one was sent to me from my friend Jess. This is the Mercier translucent glow powder. I used this a total of 10 times, and I don't really know how to mark it, but it is just a very soft glowy powder, so it is so beautiful. I love setting all over my face very lightly with this. It just gives a nice natural glow. If I use a smaller highlighting brush, I can do a very natural highlight. It's not one of those super blinding highlights at all whatsoever, but if you just emphasize it on your cheekbones here where you want the highlight, you can get a very nice natural glow, especially for those like very light makeup days. If you just want to put a little bit of something on, look a little put together but not go overboard. The only thing with this powder is, even though it says translucent, it's not going to be one that you're going to use to like set your under eyes with. Stick to a regular translucent powder for that, unless, I mean, you want that glowy under eye look. Personally, that wasn't for me, but I like it for all over the face or for a very subtle highlight. We will be rolling that one out as well. Then we have number 2, which is a product that reminds you of your favorite season. For me, this is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Chai Genius. This is the best fall nude shade. It's dark enough for fall, but it's light enough that I can wear it like summer and springtime and not be like, oh, you're wearing a black lipstick. But I still get reminded of fall with this shade. The scent of it reminds me of fall. This is my go-to nude shade, and I could literally wear this every day and not get sick of it. I like changing up my lip color, but this is definitely like my go-to lip shade. I use this a total of 12 times, so we will be rolling this out. Very long lasting. If you do not like drying liquid lipsticks, that is definitely not for you, but I would prefer to have a drying liquid lipstick to have it stay on my lips all day. Then at number 65, we have a warm toned product. This one I picked my NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Blush in the shade Silence is Golden. This is a gorgeous yellow blush. Like, if you haven't tried yellow blush, just try it, or go into your palettes, use like a yellow eyeshadow and put it on your cheeks as a blush. It is just so beautiful. It is gorgeous for fall time. Like, these two right here were my go-to go-to like fall combo. Anytime I do like a green look, I really like using this as a blush. I use this a total of 13 times, so we will be rolling this out as well. I know we're rolling out a lot of products, but I really liked the items that we got in this round where it was easy for me to grab to, and I really had to talk myself out of just reaching for this drawer to use other makeup just because there were so many good items. Then we have number 30, which is a product that can be used in many ways, like lip and cheek, eye and face. All right, so for that I picked the Kaleido Space Age Prophecy highlight, and this is what I have on my eyes today on top of like the blue black matte shade I have on the lids. It is just so beautiful. It's a multi-chrome highlight, so you have the different shifts of like green, pink, kind of like a purpley shift in there. It is just so beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but just it is so gorgeous. I love it as an eyeshadow, as an inner corner highlight, as a face highlight, as like a little like lip topper if you want like a really fun lip color. It is gorgeous. I used that a total of 12 times. If you guys have never tried the Kaleido's highlighters, I definitely recommend it. Even if you don't pick up this one, they do have like more natural colors and stuff, but their highlights are just so blinding, so beautiful, and they're really good. So I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. All right, so number 31 is a product that I was given for free, whether it was a sample, gift from a friend, and for that one I picked the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil, and this was my birthday gift from Ulta, I think. All right, so this one I have used 8 times and it is pretty much finished. It is their 2-ounce bottle. I feel like I did go through it pretty fast just because I do have very long, thick hair. I really like this. So this we will be rolling out even though we didn't hit the 10 uses, but we finished it. So I can't really keep it in here to get more uses out of. So that's another one we were rolling out. We're making very good progress here. Spoilers, the next 3 items are not getting rolled out. So next is 36, which is a product from a controversial brand, and for that we picked my Jeffree Star Extreme Frost in Sour Ice, and this one is just a very beautiful inner corner highlight, face highlight shade, but this is so intense as a face highlight. I think I used it maybe once or twice out of my 8 uses as a face highlight, but I mainly use this as an inner corner highlight or as an eyeshadow like on the lid and stuff because it is just so metallic and shifty and beautiful. It is so good and I love it so much. With this, it barely looks like I've made a dent in it. I've really focused on this one little corner just to try to show dents. I don't even know if that's picking up on camera at all, but there's a tiny little dent from the 8 times I've used it since it's been in the project, and I've used it a little bit before getting it in this project as well. So number 28 is a product you love the color but dislike the formula, or the opposite. So for me, I love the Ofra Liquid Lipstick formula. It is a very nice, not overly drying matte lipstick formula. Stays on well, but it's not as drying as like the Maybelline ones at all. I cannot wear this color on its own. This is one that I would have to mix with another lip color to either lighten it or do like a fun ombre lip. So first off, this is the shade Revive, and this came with the Jen Loves Reviews trio. I used this a lot with the darkest color in that one. I forget what it's called, but I would do the dark chocolatey brown all over the lip and apply this in the middle and have a very nice like ombre lip. If I wasn't using this as a nude lip, that was my other go-to lip combo with using this. It was really the only way I was going to be able to get to use this, and every time I did that lip combo, someone would compliment me on like the ombre, like that it looked really good and they liked my lip combo, and I was like, thank you. It's the only way I'm going to get to use this shade. So for this one, we used it a total of 6 times. So then number 96 is my most expensive lip product, and for me, this is the Qms Lip Line Corrector. I forget exactly how much this is, but I want to say it was at least like $70, $80. Might be more than that. I got this in a Boxycharm, so I never would have spent that kind of money. I don't really know if it's really doing anything. I used this a total of 6 times as well. I don't know if it means like my lines on my lips or like the lines around my lips. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it's something I have to consistently use every day to see a difference. All right, so we've got my Pretty Random app pulled up. We've got numbers 1 through 100, and we're going to randomly generate 7 numbers. If it is one that we have already drawn, we're just going to re-roll. All right, so we've got number 34. We have not done 34 yet. We got number 39. So we have not done number 39 yet either. Number 82. Nice. Number 18, nice. 54. Wow, we're doing good so far with not getting stuff we've already drawn. 20. All right, and number 80. All right, we did good that round. None of them were categories we have drawn yet, which is really, really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick items for these categories, and then we will go through what each of them are. All right, so number 18 is a product that reminds you of your favorite show or book. So I don't really read. So for my favorite show, that was hard to pick because I love a lot of different TV shows. But because I have my Friends Central Perk shirt on right now, I figured we would just go with Friends. I figured I would go with the Makeup Revolution and Friends Contour Palette. And yes, I did just buy this because it was a Makeup Revolution and Friends collab. This is what it looks like, and it is just so cute because it's just like a little coffee mug. Well, a big coffee mug. Like, do you see the size of this thing? I just think it's got some pretty good shades for me. Some of the shades are obviously like too dark for me. But I feel like for these 3 shades and possibly those 2, I could get a lot of good use out of them. I could use these as like eyeshadows and stuff, so we will see, but this is what I picked for that category. All right, so number 20 is a product that you're close to finishing up, but you forget to reach for, and for that, it is my Wander Beauty Illuminating Face Oil. I was going between this and my Milk Hydro Grip Mini Face Primer, but I literally have maybe 1 or 2 uses of that face primer left, but I didn't want to put it in the project just to roll it out after like 2 uses. So I went with this. I don't know if we'll get through it in 10 uses, but I mean, we're about here on it, so I feel like I might be able to. So number 34 is a product I lusted after for a long time, and it's pretty much any Pat McGrath palette, but out of all of hers, this was one that I knew if I would ever splurge, this would probably be the one I go for because it would be the one I would get the most use out of. And this is a very beautiful palette. My mom's friend did give this to me for my birthday, so it is something that I didn't purchase. It was something that I literally had my eye on for so long, like all of Pat McGrath products, especially her eyeshadow palettes. I always have my eye on them, but I just can't bite the bullet because they are so pricey, and I do have so many palettes. So I will treasure this palette forever, so I'm really glad to be pulling this in here to be able to use it a little bit more. It was the easiest category to pick for sure because if she never gifted it to me, this would be something I would still just lust over. All right, so number 39 is a product that's a neon or colorful shade. For that, I went with the NYX. This is Milky Gloss. It definitely doesn't show up very neon on the lips, but with my Pan Those Shadows project, pulling in an eyeshadow palette for this project right now, I didn't want to pull in another eyeshadow palette because I first thought, I was like, oh, the Blend Bunny Surge palette because you have that neon row, but I didn't want to pull in another palette. And it was between this and like a bright colorful eyeliner, but I figured I would use this just because it is a very nice hydrating lip gloss. It's just very, very hydrating, very sheer wash of color. So yeah, this was my neon pick. All right, so 54 is a product you overlooked but now love. So for that, it is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I got this from Octoly. I was like, well, it's a moisturizer, right? Moisturizer, primer, whatever. It can't be that good. It's phenomenal, and I really hate that I love it because I do not want to spend the full price tag on this. The hype is real with this. It is so beautiful on the skin. You could wear it just as your regular moisturizer. I have it on underneath my foundation and primer and stuff today. You really just need a little bit, like you just scoop out a tiny bit and you can get it all over your face. A little bit goes such a long way, and my skin just drinks it up, but it's not like it drinks it up and then my skin feels super dry again. Like, it just keeps my skin feeling hydrated for so long. I don't know if I could ever spend the full price tag on it, but if it ever goes on sale, I might not be able to talk myself out of it. I really like this a lot, and I hate that I love it. I hate that I love this so much. I overlooked it thinking that it couldn't be worth the hype, but I am sold on this product. All right, so number 80 is a product that was passed on to you from a friend or a family member, and for this one, I picked the Colourpop Super Shock Highlighter. This is in the shade You're a Trip, and it was sent to me from Becca, and it is just so beautiful. I love the formula. It is just so fun to play with because it's that putty type texture. Look how glowy the back of my hand is. It looks so beautiful, and you could apply it over powder. You could apply it before you powder your face. You can use it on like your eyes, inner corner highlight. I wanted to pull in another highlight in here that wasn't, you know, a glittery metallic highlight. And yeah, this is just so pretty. I know there's a highlighter in the Makeup Revolution one, but I think really the first two shades, if anything, the gold might even be a little bit too dark for me, so I just haven't used this in a hot minute, so I do want to grab for it again, and I know putting it in this project will help me grab for it. And then number 82 is a product that makes you feel nostalgic, NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. This is a newer one. These were some of my first lip products, just NYX in general. I really fell in love with their lip products, and their soft matte lip creams were some of my favorite. I had a handful of them that I've gone through. This is in the shade Abu Dhabi. So it's like your matte liquid lipstick and stuff, but it's so light feeling on your lips. It doesn't dry down to an uncomfortable matte finish where you're like, oh, my lips are overly dry, but it's not like it stays super sheeny and like transfers easily either. There will be some kind of transfer because it doesn't dry down so intensely, but it's in between like a lipstick and a matte liquid lipstick, and I really like it. And when I thought of this, it was either this or like the Naked palette or something, because that's nostalgic, but I don't really want to be playing with that on my eyes, even though I still have it in my collection, so bringing that in would have been pointless on top of having another palette in here already. Yeah, this was a very, very easy pick for me. Alright guys, so that is it for my 10 uses Project Pan update number 5. So let me know what you guys think of the products I picked for these categories. What would you have picked for these categories? If you guys are doing a 10 uses Project Pan, or if you are doing the Roulette Pan collab, definitely let me know, because this collab idea is so fun, just to have all these different categories and stuff to pick from. Definitely let me know down below if you guys are doing this so I can go check it out. If you guys liked the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the little bell notifications so you guys know every single time that I upload. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!